Hello friends, Perez Hilton here. It's been a few days since I made a daily recap video because I've been real busy. I went to Toronto, Canada, and that just totally messed up with my flow, but I'm really happy with that trip and so thankful for the opportunity, and I can't wait to show you guys what I did there. Over the weekend, I went to go see Justin Timberlake in his The Man of the Woods tour, and I am going to go into it in detail on my podcast, which should come out hopefully half a day early because we are recording it Monday evening, maybe before you watch this. And I'm doing that because on Tuesday morning, I'm going to be on The Real. The Emmy winning The Real. Congratulations to my friends there, Jeannie, Adrian, Lonnie, and Tamara. They won for Best Talk Show Host. How cool is that? And I am thrilled to go back on the show. It's been far too long and spill all the tea with them, bringing it piping hot. And speaking of piping hot, let's get right to it. All right. I will talk about Kanye, but before I talk about Kanye, I have to talk about two things, Kylie Jenner and Blac Chyna. First of all, I can't believe this. According to reports, Blac Chyna is pregnant. Though, like Cardi B, not confirmed yet. What's surprising to me is not that she's pregnant, but that she's pregnant with an 18-year-old who's not very rich. Some young rapper dude whom I don't think is that successful. I don't think he's got any hits. But you know what? She makes her own money, so good on her. Speaking of money, Kylie Jenner rented out all of Six Flags Magic Mountain for her baby daddy Travis Scott's birthday party. And she did not get this for free. Kim Kardashian herself said on Snapchat, Kylie rented it out. That must have cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not $1 million or more. I get it. She's got a lot of money. But to throw it away like that? I mean, she's what, 20 years old? She must think that money will be coming in for her like it is now forever. It may not, Kylie. It may not. Anybody who's ever bought a lip kit from Kylie helped pay for that Six Flags birthday party. I'm not jealous. Even if I had that kind of money, I wouldn't spend it on that. Like, I would rather spend, if I had that kind of money and I wanted to spend it extravagantly, I would take 10 of my nearest and dearest friends on a 1 week or 2 week vacation. Like, to spend it all for just 4 hours, personally, I don't think it's the best use of money. And if I also had that kind of money to have a crazy over-the-top wedding, I wouldn't. I would have other people pay for it. I would televise it. I would have sponsors. I like to keep as much of my money as possible. Thank you very much. And yes, I have to talk about Kanye. A lot of Kanye news. But one more item on Blac Chyna before I move on to Kanye. In addition to her possibly being pregnant, a lot of people were criticizing her for giving her daughter, Dream Kardashian, pink hair extensions. Seriously, people? Chill the F out. All right, well, it's kind of exhausting to keep up with everything Kanye on Twitter. He keeps tweeting throughout the day. Very heady philosophical stuff. Pause. He's also coming out with a book on philosophy in addition to his albums, 2 albums coming out in June. So all of this is also just a play to get attention for Kanye-isms so that you go out and buy his book. And maybe you love Kanye so much that you will go out and do that. I won't. But a lot of Kanye's friends have gotten involved in all of the drama, from Chance the Rapper, who was publicly supporting Kanye and then apologized, to John Legend, whom I love seeing him be unafraid to voice his disagreement to Kanye, texting him, and then Kanye putting the texts up on blast. Oh, Kanye. Kanye also released 2 new songs, one of which everybody thought was a joke. A song about poop called Lift You Up. Sample lyrics, scoop diddy poop. Poop. Seriously. Well, it's not a joke, and Lift You Up is available for streaming and purchase on all music providers. Also, Kanye revealed that he wanted to put the face of the plastic surgeon who operated on his mother before she died on the cover of his upcoming album. The plastic surgeon said no thanks and took the opportunity to remind Kanye that according to the plastic surgeon, it's Kanye's cousin who was negligent and is the one responsible for Donda West's death, because Donda was under the care of this cousin of Kanye's at the time of her passing and left her alone because she seemed to be okay. Well, all of Kanye's words have been having a lot of repercussions. One of the most upsetting to me is the Trump campaign is now using Kanye as an opportunity to get money from donors. They send out a text blast to donors for the Trump re-election campaign, mentioning Kanye and everything that went down and asking people for money. Kanye West has directly put cash into the Trump re-election campaign. Kanye West is possibly to blame, partly, for Donald Trump getting re-elected, if that happens. Which at this point, I don't care. It's not like he's going to be any worse the second term, or will he be? I don't know. I'm trying not to think about it too much. All right, speaking of Donald Trump, Stormy Daniels is suing Donald Trump for defamation, in addition to suing his lawyer. And I sent out a tweet saying, something along the lines of, oh, she must have a really good lawyer, and he's representing her for free for all the publicity. Well, Evan Rachel Wood tweeted me saying, sometimes lawyers represent women for free because the system is effed up and we need help. Saying things like this is so dangerous. I want to follow you, but I thought the bullying stopped. I love Stormy Daniels. I've met Stormy Daniels. I support Stormy Daniels. I believe Stormy Daniels. I've also been paying attention to everything her lawyer has been doing. I've watched interviews, not just with Stormy, but also with the lawyer. I mean, he was on The Talk with her, talking almost as much, not on The View with her, speaking almost as much as she was, for about an hour. I watched the whole thing. And I think a lot of what he's doing is for attention. And there's nothing wrong with that. He's working for himself and her. The two are not mutually exclusive. Like, me saying that does not mean I don't believe or don't support Stormy Daniels. Back to Kardashian land, because we're not done there yet. Kim Kardashian and her family continue to insist that Kanye is A-okay. In fact, they think he is perfection despite all of his Twitter-isms recently. And some good is coming of everything Kanye related, alleged good. Kanye is starting off this new organization called Donda Social, which wants to help residents in Chicago improve their lives. Thus far, no concrete plans for an organization or what they plan to do. But at least he's allegedly trying, right? Kim Kardashian is not without scandal herself, though. She has been accused of ripping off Jean-Paul Gaultier's iconic body fragrance perfume bottle. Also, she sat down with Ellen DeGeneres to talk everything Kanye and Khloe Kardashian and more. If you missed that, I've got the link down below so you can check it out. I'm just stressed because I'm trying to get everything in. There's still so much more. Tristan Thompson returned to social media. I trolled him right away on Instagram. Also, Kim Kardashian and Tristan Thompson have unfollowed each other on Insta. Does this mean that Khloe has done the sensible thing and finally dumped him? Fingers crossed. All right, on to some non-Kardashian news. Major drama with Ronnie from Jersey Shore and his baby mama. He called her a hoe. She called him a cokehead. They got into an explosive fight on Instagram Live, and they ended up breaking up. They got a kid together. If I was going to get into that kind of fight with somebody, I probably wouldn't Instagram Live it unless I thought that they were going to assault me. Then I would want evidence. Maybe she did think that. Maybe she thought that. It was a crazy fight. I have the links to all things below. More drama with Miranda Lambert. If you missed it, Blac Chyna subtweeted her, throwing shade. Also, Miranda Lambert's former ex, the one that she was dating before she moved on to Blac Chyna, claims that she cheated on him as well with Blac Chyna, and that Blac Chyna cheated on his then wife. So much drama, you guys. I love it. Also, Issa Rae is in some controversy today for her comments about black men, and she also insulted Filipino men, calling them dumb. Link below. Sierra is calling her baby daddy and ex-future a deadbeat dad and is taking him to court because he has custody, and she claims that when their son goes to visit in Georgia, that Future isn't there a lot of the time. Instead, it's just the grandmother spending time with their son. I kind of wish that they could, would try to resolve things privately, because when you go to court and you're a celebrity, everything comes out in the public. And the child, when they grow up, will Google everything. In other news, time's up for R. Kelly, or so women of color are finally saying. The Time's Up movement has created this new campaign to mute R. Kelly. He has responded saying it's greedy and misguided and blah, blah, blah. I've been saying to mute R. Kelly for years. Hopefully, we finally listen and support these women of color. Also, Matt Lauer is speaking up about all these sexual misconduct allegations. His first time speaking in months. And he is denying that he ever coerced any woman to having sex. He says, I want to make it perfectly clear that any allegations or reports of coercive, aggressive, or abusive actions on my part at any time are absolutely false. Sure. Also, Tom Brokaw has been accused of sexual misconduct. He is denying that, and over 50 former female colleagues of Tom Brokaw have come out in his defense. In more TV-related news, former The Hills star Jason Waller has revealed that he has relapsed. His addiction has gotten the best of him, and he has been active in his addiction for the past 3+ years. He's been living a double life because also for the last 3+ years, he has been working in addiction, in recovery. He started a recovery center. He says that he is hopeful that, others can be... I don't want to misquote him. He says, don't be afraid to start over. You are worth it. So he's trying to inspire others by being very honest with his own relapse. Speaking of The Hills, Audrina Patridge of The Hills is dating her ex, Ryan Cabrera. How cool. I love it. They're all over each other. In fact, they just went very public by hitting up Stagecoach together, the country music festival in Palm Springs. All right, also in more couples news, Zayn Malik is back together with Gigi Hadid. They were spotted making out in New York City. Aubrey O'Day liked one of Don Jr.'s photos on Instagram. She wants back with him. Also, Donald Trump was too busy to get Melania a nice birthday present. He admitted this himself. Would we expect anything less from him? On to some wacky news. Cardi B has been sued by her former manager for $10 million. She claims she fired the former manager for just cause because he was getting 50% of her earnings. Shady. Also, Charlie Sheen owes the IRS nearly $5 million in unpaid taxes. Ouch. Speaking of, Lindsay Lohan's childhood home has been foreclosed on after Dina Lohan has defaulted on her mortgage. In more unfortunate news, Khloe has opened up about her ex Nas being mentally and physically abusive. And what's surprising is that Nas has not denied this. Ajay. In similar news, Russell Simmons had his rape lawsuit dismissed. It's unclear if he paid off the person that sued him. That would be my guess. In other news of the... I'm going to skip this one. Of the unfortunate kind, Kim Zolciak has stopped filming Don't Be Tardy, her Bravo show, after all the drama with her. She has clarified her remarks on racism. She did not apologize, and I'm kind of glad she didn't apologize, but she clarified what she meant to say. Link below if you care to read what she had to say. Also, she's been accused of homophobia by an ex-girlfriend. Also, Janelle Monáe has come out of the closet as queer, her word. Congratulations. Welcome to the neighborhood. Cruz Beckham, the son of Victoria and David Beckham, just 13 years old, has released a new song, or a snippet of him singing his new song. If my kid wanted to be a singer, I would be supportive if it doesn't interfere with school. So you can be a singer during summer vacation and Christmas vacation, but other than that, no, not gonna happen. Speaking of young singers, the Yodel kid, Mason Ramsey, performed as Stagecoach this past weekend. Also, he's got nearly 2 million followers on Instagram. I'm going to crawl in a hole and cry. Also, in wacky news, Amazon is launching a new service called Amazon Key App that will let Amazon deliver things in your trunk at no extra cost. I don't know if this is a good idea or bad. An update on the death of Avicii. His family has hinted that his passing may have been due to suicide. Very sad. More health-related news. Halsey has opened up about having endometriosis and reveals that she is freezing her eggs. Let's end things on some happy news, though. Lea Michele is engaged. Congratulations to her and her fiancé, who works in fashion. And finally, we might be getting 2 new Rihanna albums this year. Yay! Tune in to me on The View. Also get a cameo from me, bookcameo.com, a personalized video greeting from me. Follow me on Instagram, The Perez Hilton, and also Perez Hilton. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, comment, share, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. I love you. Mwah!